What up, folks? So, I owe my girlfriend a video. She wanted me to make this video because me and her, we've been together for like 7 months, and like we've did the the L word. We've done that. The love. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give her some shout outs. Just reasons why she means to me what she does. When I had my back problem, man, I couldn't get out of bed, and I was called out of work. She had already left for work down in her area where she lives, and I told her about what was happening, and she was like, I'll come up there right now, do everything you need, food, go to the doctor, whatever. And I didn't I wanted her up here, but I know myself, whenever I'm in pain like that, it's like I can get really I can be an asshole, you know what I mean? And I really didn't want that to happen to her. I didn't want to take all of this pain out on her. You know what I mean? And it's not something I would mean to do, but you know how it is when you get into killer pain, man. It's just like, wow. And you got to go off and let it out. So that's one. The fact that she would come all the way up here and basically take care of me, do all that I need. I've never had a girl do that for me. That would do that for me. They would I had kidney stones once with a previous girlfriend, and I went off on her. Don't talk to me. It's in too much pain. Don't talk to me. That was immediate pissed off. You know what I mean? But with her, she was willing to come up here and do whatever I needed. And I guess if I went off on her, she would have took that and just dealt with it. But I didn't want that for her. Other reasons that I love my girl so much, man. We can roast each other. We can make fun of each other. We don't get mad about it. Most of the time when she makes fun of me, it's for guitar, or you can't play with the shit. And I'll just go along with it, like, yeah, I know I can't, but I gotta try for her because she's supposed to have a rock star boyfriend, and how am I supposed to be that? You know, if I can't play guitar worth a crap, right? Yeah, I'm not a rock star boyfriend. I might be in her eyes. I don't know. Other reasons, we can sit here in my room or be at her house. Don't even have to be sitting together. Just each other's company. I could be sitting here playing a game. She could be on the bed taking a nap or, looking on her phone at Facebook and stuff. And we just sit here, do our own thing, and enjoy company, each other's company. You move my hand this way here. I'm trying a different approach with my phone, so it's a little bit shaky. I'm sorry. Let's see. We go on adventures, man. We've went out and done things. And before, with previous girlfriends, I never really cared to do that. And this weekend, there's a date that I have planned for her, and we're supposed to go do that this Saturday. But I've never had a girl I've ever done that with. I've never went just on adventures. Let's look for something cool to do, within the area, or maybe down in Gainesville or Atlanta or something. We went to a Dustin Lynch concert. We're going to a Brentley Gilbert concert in October. We're going to I Prevail in July, I believe it is. There's a local tribute band. I don't know if they're local, but they're a tribute to Fleetwood Mac. We're gonna go to that in August, and we went to a Renaissance festival last Saturday. Well, we tried, but the line to get into the place was backed up for 2 miles. It was gonna take like like half an hour to get in there. So we backed out of that. We were like, nope, not doing that. We're not sitting here all this time. Went to a place called Sweetwater Park, which was really cool. Done a little bit of hiking. I guess you can call it hiking, but got a little exercise in, a little cardio. And then there's like the support she gives me for like music and guitar. I'd practice my dream theater and it'd be sounding like a dying chicken or something in here. And she would just tell me like, just keep at it, or maybe you should slow that part down and analyze that a little bit more. You know, take your time with it. Don't try to rush through it, and really get the notes down and stuff like that. She's just really supportive. She knows that I love my guitar playing. I love music. She accepts that I play video games. I have ADHD. I rock like this. I talk a whole lot about all kinds of random crap. And she'll sit and listen to it, even though she may not be into what I'm talking about. She has told me that the guitar talk gets a little old. And it does for a lot of people. But I told her like it's just my passion. You know? It's just the passion I have for it. I can talk about it for hours. And then there's like conversations. We can have conversations about all kinds of things. And it doesn't feel forced. We never get bored. We were video chatting earlier, just a few minutes ago. Neither one of us really saying much. We were just kind of sitting here, chilling. She's looking on her phone. I was watching YouTube videos and stuff. And we just enjoy each other's company that way too. But yeah, she wanted me to make this and kind of give some reasons why I love her so much. She's just the greatest thing, man. She really is. I mean, she could not have come at a better time for me. I mean, really. Because I was low. I was really down on myself and just like, man, girlfriends, like, I don't even deserve it. Why even try? You know what I mean? But she came after 3.5 months of talking. She came up here and met me in person at the Halloween party. And it's been every weekend since. There might have been maybe one or two times that she hasn't been up. And it was like somebody flipped a switch just overnight. Complete 360 on my attitude towards things. My outlook on life has gotten better. I go to work now. I don't have all these negative thoughts. It's all, just happy. I'm just happy. I'm not happy to be there most of the time, but I'm just happy in general. And then she took me to see Joe Satriani and Steve Vai on the Satch Vai tour a couple days after my birthday. And I never did a recap of that show on here. I never would have talked about it, but man, that was just the greatest night of my life. To see those two of my biggest guitar heroes do what they do, it was like a experience. It's like a dream that you don't want to wake up from. And if it hadn't been for her coming along, that would have never happened. I've never had a girl that would. I mean, she don't even like the music really. She likes some of Satriani stuff, but she doesn't really care about Steve Vai. She really don't like him. But she sat through that whole concert for me. What girl would do that? You know? Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not trying to say you're a pop fan, but if you had a pop fan girlfriend and you're like, we're going to see Steve Vai Satriani, and she's like, yeah, sure, let's go do that. They would be ready to be out of that place within 30 minutes. But she sat through that whole thing for me. She recorded a lot of the videos that you guys have probably seen on my channel of that show. And there's just so much that she's done for me in here and in the heart, too. That's the biggest reason that I love her so much. It's just how she can take someone like me that was basically broken down to a shadow of my former self and build that back within this 7 months that we've been together. We're coming up on a year. And hopefully we can make it many, many, many more years. Oh, there is another thing I forgot to mention here. She can cook like nobody's business. Dude, she made me a German inspired dish that was awesome. Her mom's homemade beef stew recipe was awesome. She did like some Moroccan food. Dude, that stuff was really good. And I think this weekend she's gonna do Chinese and make her mom's homemade fried rice or something like that. Really looking forward to that. And I really didn't know she was going to come back after that Halloween party, but it's been every weekend since. My parents have accepted her more than any other girl that's ever been around me. My family has accepted her, all my aunts, my uncles. They all like her. My Aunt Deborah is always asking about her. You know, how is she doing? I mean, it's not like, is she coming up this weekend? She wants to know how she's doing. Is she having, good times at work and stuff like that? That's another reason, too. I could be at work going through the most ridiculous day, and she can message me and we can talk for my break times, like one 15-minute break, one 30-minute break, and one 15-minute break at the end of the day. All that stress and shit that I feel just goes away. I don't care about the heat anymore. It's just nice to have her to talk to throughout the day. It makes it easier. It makes everything easier. Before I go to bed, we video chat every night before she goes to bed. And that's great because, I can tell her good night and sleep well. And then when we wake up in the morning, I text her first or I'll have a message on my phone, you know, telling me good morning, I hope you have a good day. Girls don't do that enough for guys out here. Most girls want us to tell them good morning and have a good day. They never want to say that to us. Like guys need it too, And my girl she delivered on that front every single day of this 7 months that we've been together. And even before then, she would say good morning and hope you have a good day. There was just so many things that told me this was going to work. She accepted all the stuff that comes with me, the ADHD, the no driving thing. I work this job that is it could be long hours, but it's hot. I get cranky sometimes because of the heat. She accepts everything about me. And she doesn't bring up my flaws and throw them in my face and make fun of me. I mean, we roast each other, but it's all in fun. And for me, that's like that's kind of my love language. If I'm not joking around with you about stuff, then we're probably not on a good foot. And then we have a lot of like music tastes that are similar. She doesn't like the death metal. She don't like deathcore, and that's okay. She don't have to be into that. I would never ask her to be into that. But she's shown me some stuff that I really enjoy, like Ice Nine Kills. Great band. I love those guys. Don't really care for their older stuff, but what she showed me, like Stabbing in the Dark, when I saw the music video, I was like, yes, this is my kind of band. This is awesome because it's about Halloween. And then there's the horror movies. Me and her can sit here. We can watch Jason. Totally make fun of the old 80s fashion and stuff like that. Some of the acting in those movies is like, oh man. And we just enjoy it together. I never had a girl that's into horror just as much as me. And that's another reason that I love her so much. And music. She's really into music. That's what clicked us so much. It's almost like I've told her this. It's almost like I'm dating myself in a way. She's just female. She's the female version of me. She's the best girl that I ever could have had come along, and she came along at the right time. Like it was almost like the universe finally said, "It's time for you two to be happy." And I think that we're pretty happy with each other. So I hope this video is good enough for her, which I'm sure it will be. But I just wanted to kind of make this and give her some shout outs and let her know that she's doing everything right. She's done nothing wrong. You know, there's nothing about this girl that irritates me. There's probably a lot that irritates her about me, though. Like, man. Because when I get on my tangents about stuff like guitar or Dream Theater or some kind of Satriani stuff, or I need to, set up my guitar and here's all the shit I gotta do. She has no idea what I'm talking about. I'm sure it's very frustrating to her. But she sits here and she listens to it and she watches me do some of my setup work on my guitars. And she's got me into watching cooking shows. She's got me doing things that I wouldn't normally do. I wouldn't normally look towards the weekend like, what are we gonna do this weekend? It would be more of just sit around, play video games, sit around, play guitar. We always try to find something to do on the weekends that we can get out and go do something. And me and her are kind of the same. We like to go out every once in a while, but it's not something that we do all the time. So me and her are kind of the same on that front too. That's just it for me. That's why I love her so much. Is because it's like she's the same person as me. She's just female. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that when she sees it, she's proud of it and enjoys it too. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.